So welcome to this video. In this video, we are going to look at the difference between investing in share as well as in investing in fixed deposit. So for this, we have set up a table and we have got some numbers also. So what we are going to do here is we are going to compound the return, okay, that we get from the stock market, as well as use the inflation to reduce the value of money. Okay, so we are going to increase by compounding and we are going to decrease by discounting. So discounting is the inflation factor. Okay, the value of money goes down. We are going to do the same for stock market return as well as for every return. We're going to do this. The data for all this we have provided it in this place. So if you take the average inflation rate has in India has been around 8%. So this is from 2012 to 22, the 10-year data. So if you take the average moves somewhere between 8 to 6%, so we have taken it as 8%, and the FD return we have taken it from bankbazaar.com. So the current FD return as of 2022 is around maximum of 6%, and the stock market return, which is a Nifty return, has been for the last 20 years has been like 14% of a CAGR. So the data is these, and we will be like using this to calculate the effect. Okay, see, our ultimate aim here is to show you whether you will become rich by investing in share or whether you will become rich by investing in FD. Okay, so fixed deposit. So that's what we are going to look at. So we'll have the same comparison of you investing around 100 rupees. Okay, so what happens is this 100 rupees keeps growing. So how it grows is it grows by the compounding rate. Okay, it grows by 1.14. So the principal is 1, okay, which is the 100 multiplied by also by 0.4. So 0.14 is the return. Okay, so this 1.14 indicates the principal, which is the 100 plus the interest rate. Okay, so you will get this number, it's 140. So we can take this number and we can do it for a long period of time. So we'll take it for 15 years, because the lengthier the rate years, we can put it in a better perspective and explain. So your money will become from 100, it will reach 714 in 15 years. That does not mean that you are becoming 7 times rich. Okay, so you will not become 7 times rich. We'll explain that also. That's because due to the discounting factor. So the 1 rupee that you have today will not have the same value in 1 year time. So today it might be 1 rupee of value, but that value will fall. So by how much it will fall? It will fall by the inflation rate. So inflation rate is 8%. So what we do is we take 1 rupee divided by 1.08. So that's how it will fall. So if it falls, it comes to 0.93. So the value of 1 rupee will become 0.93 in a single year. So we'll take that and we'll extend up to 15 years and we'll see. So the 1 rupee would become 32 paise in 15 years time. So what is the combined effect? Okay, the value of your money, okay, the value of your the money that you have into the value of money. So both if you multiply, you got 100. So the 100 rupees, if you invest at 14% return with an inflation of 8% in India, that would lead you to 105. Even though you might have 114 in your hand, the worth of it, the real purchasing power of that 114 would be only 105. So you are only 5% richer, not 14% richer. Why? Because inflation has taken the balance, right? So 14 minus 8 gives you roughly 6%. So this is also roughly 6%. So we are not like much concerned about what happens in a single year. We are much bothered about what happens in 15 years. Okay, the longer period of time. So let's take this and we will go for around up to 5 years. I think we'll check. In 5 years time, your compounding amount would have reached you to 200, okay, 193 or 200, but you're not 200 rupees rich. You will be only 131 rich. That is like If you have invested 100, you will be having 200 in your hand, but the purchasing power of that money will be only 131. Okay, so you're not that rich. Okay, that is the problem. You feel that it's like your money doubled, but the problem is the money has doubled, but the value of money has fallen to 70%. Okay, 70%. So combinedly, you are only 31% rich. Okay, so let's take this to 10 years and see what happens. In 10 years time, your money invested at 100 would have gone to 371. It's like approximately 4 times it's gone up. But have you become 4 times rich? The answer is no. You would be only 71% richer. Why? Because inflation is like half. Okay, it's reduced the purchasing power of your money by half. Okay, so you're not that rich. So I think we'll end this simple discussion with here. In 15 years time, your money that you have invested at 100 would have become 7 times. So you're like 7 times richer. But discounting has played. Discounting would have made you the money worth to only 30%. That means you are only rich by 2.2x. Okay, you are rich only by 2x. So you are actually richer only by 2x, and that too would have taken you 15 years time at the inflation rate of 14%, sorry, at the market rate of 14% and inflation of 8%. Okay, so this is the problem here. Okay, so investing in stock market itself has not made you much rich. Okay, only around 2 times richer. Let's look at what happens when you invest in fixed deposit. So for comparison, we'll have the same 100 rupees of investment, and it goes up by 1.06, and we will copy this number and we'll paste it across to 15 years. So the 100 that you've invested has gone to 240 in 15 years time. That seems to be great. Let's now introduce the discounting. 1 rupee. So we'll take the discounting at 8%, 1.08. So we got the number, and we'll just pull it down. So this will be the discounting effect. So let's see the combined effect of both. The 100 rupees that you have, okay, today, let's see how that moves. In the first year itself, the 100 will become only 98 because your interest is only 6%, but your inflation is at 8%. That means it will be reducing effect. So even though you get interest, the purchasing power of money goes to 98. Let's see for 5-year period what happens. In 5-year period, I think we can reduce the zeros so that it's clear. Okay, in 5-year period, if you see, you might get the capital plus interest at 134. That means you might get richer, but the discounting factor is 0.68. So it has reduced your value of money by 68%. The combined effect would be you will be still poor. So in an FD, for how many years we calculate, the more the length of the year is, the more the poor you become, right? So even though you get 240 at the 15th year by investing at 6% FD, in 15 years time, the value of money goes to 0.32. That means you will be having in hand only 75 worth of money. Okay, so at starting you had 100 rupees. So slowly, little by little, if you see, the money erodes and it falls down, and finally it falls down to a very low level. So the idea is, in India, if you want to make a decent amount of return, you have to invest anything more than 8%, right? So you might be wondering, when you get poor, who's getting rich? Actually the banks. So the banks, if you're going to put an FD money, okay, of 100 and you forget it, then the bank actually gets richer, right? Because when you lose the money, someone is actually getting richer, and it might be even the bank. Okay, so mostly it's a bank. So that's what happens. So you can see here, you are getting, we can put it like this, the return, we can't even say return, that we can't even calculate a return. You will be like poor by 25% if you invest in fixed deposit over a period of 15 years, But in stock market, at least you will be 2 times richer than what you had been. So don't be deceived by when someone tells you, if you invest 1 lakh rupees in Infosys in 1991, you would have like 1 lakh investment would have become like 10 lakhs. That's great. But what about the discounting? Okay. So even though stock market gives you an amazing return, that amazing return is not that amazing because it helps to beat the inflation. That's great. But still, it will make you only a little bit richer. Which is a better investment? I think stock market return is always the best. So thank you guys. Hope you got a good idea with this video. Let's meet in the next video. So you guys can reach me at my website. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn. I am very active on LinkedIn. And you can also reach me at Twitter. So if you guys really like the video, put a like for us and share it with your friends who might find it useful. So if you guys have any queries or questions, post it in the comment section. We'll be like happy to answer them. If you guys have any other ideas for further videos, you can put it in the comment section. We'll be like creating a new video on that topic also. So thank you guys. We'll meet in the next video.